Hey everybody, it's Andrew and welcome back to Shining Song Starnova. Right then last we left off, I had my ass kicked out into the hallway and the girls are gonna start getting naked. No, okay. No. But, yeah. Julie stood in her tippy toes and grabbed a cardboard box from the top of a steel shelf. Whoa, be careful. While Maria was the tallest of the bunch, it was clear from her drunken swing that she lacked the capacity to grab the box. Looks like this is where the swimsuits are. Julie opened the box and sure enough saw a set of swimwear inside. Aki dropped a coil of measuring tapes onto the table. Let's strip! Well, I guess we have to do it. Listen up, girls. Maria interrupted the girls' tomfoolery. That new producer's up to no good. I recognize his face from back when back from when I was the Golden Calf. Even though we've never talked personally, all the men who work there are the same. He'll sucker us with big promises like we'll be famous and have millions of fans, and he'll probably go on about how he can get us lives and how great the idols he produces turn out. And then he'll make us sign a bunch of fishy contracts, and that's when the Night Sky Act will end. He'll force us to do this and that, topless photo shoots, make us eat bugs on live television, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Who knows what new punishment game they'll devise next. And after he's through with us, he'll just cut us loose and say things like, "You're just not fresh enough anymore." Away from the eyes of the producer, Aki's personality had completely transformed. We all know Maria's not cut out for this sort of work. What's wrong with putting ourselves out there? I say bring on the revealing photo shoots. I'll pose with my boobs cupped in my hands 1,000 times if it means to get to stand on a stage. An idol who's scared of fan service doesn't deserve to be an idol at all. Just because Maria screwed up her shot to become an idol doesn't mean she has to ruin it for the rest of us. The girls turned to face Asami, surprised that the usually quiet girl had spoken. The producer's not a bad guy. I think we should trust him. Oi, girls who trust others so easily get eaten alive in this industry. You know, eaten alive. No, actually, I know the producer back from when we both worked at Golden Calf. Eh? Why didn't you say anything earlier? Well, it's not exactly like we know each other well. In fact, I've only met him once. Once. And you think we should trust him just because of that? You're just... Anyways, that one time was enough for me to believe he's not a bad guy. Just what makes you think that? Sasami's voice trailed off. Ellipses. Maybe Sasa-chan confessed to the producer that one time. No, that's not it, Nathan. The intermittent voice acting is actually... It's kind of throwing me off because I have to sometimes I need to read the lines, sometimes I don't. Meaning my throat's getting a bit... Because I didn't talk my throat, not from... Well... not put pressure more on my diaphragm or anything, so I kind of end up screwing up my throat more. With that, the girls finished putting on the swimsuits and measuring themselves, their discussion left unresolved. I'm also almost at her tea. The Shining Productions office consisted of just a small break room and a main office. There was a separate dance studio on the first floor of the tenement, which the office leased for practices. Overall, we had the absolute minimum level of facilities required to run an idol agency. The Golden Calf offices where I used to work had floors upon floors of photo stages, various sets used for shooting PVs, as well as facilities for temperature spas, pools, and restaurants. Compared to all that, we essentially worked in squalor. I sat at my desk, located at one of the corners of the office space, and reviewed the girls. I kind of wonder if throughout the game, depending on the success you manage, assuming it's something based on what you do, if the office kind of gets spruced up at all or something. The physical examination was mostly to check for obvious problems to the talent's physical appearances. Large birthmarks, stretch marks, scars, etc. reduced a candidate's commercial value, and so every talent had to be screened for such defects. Again with those judgmental looks. I'm just a producer doing his job. Put those pitchforks down. Oh, hello. Yes, just, Give me a moment here. Yes, I see. Right. Anyway, a row of girls dressed in swimsuits stood before my desk. I like yours, actually, the sporty kind of look. Please slowly rotate yourselves so I can get a clear view of you at every angle. Yes, please, just, I need angles. The girls did as I asked. Damn it. It didn't seem like any of them had any problems, not like I anticipated any. As one could expect from girls applying to be idols, each of their bodies had their respective charm. There was no question the average man on the street would be overjoyed to have any of these girls even express interest in them. You want Aki trying to get into a sexy pose for you? Drop the act, you little leech. No, that won't be necessary. Okay, looks like everyone passes. You can go ahead and get dressed now. Over already? And I got all excited to get into a swimsuit. Kind of made me think we were all headed to the beach or something. Of course we weren't going to the beach in February, did that in February, you idiot. Jesus Christ. Hey, Oni-chan, does that mean we'll be debuting as a unit? Aki poked her head into my personal space by leaning on my desk. That's currently in the planning stages. For now, the presumption is that all 7 of you will be working together in the same unit. Of course, that does not rule out the possibility of subunits or solo work as well. In other words, nothing much has been decided, huh? The girls lingered on in their swimsuits, apparently too focused on asking me questions. I could understand where they were coming from, though. No doubt they all had questions about what was going to happen next. What about photo shoots, radio shows, or television appearances? We're working on that as well. Hurry, Oni-chan. Aki-chan wants to do some sexy gravure. Aki winked at me as I bent down, pulling attention to her. Oh, and bent down, pulling attention to her petite collarbones. Jesus, never mind that. We need a debut song before anything. Where are you even going to get a song? I will be preparing that. You. So you have a songwriter lined up? No, actually I'll be writing it. So, surprise, excitement, surprise, disinterest, surprise, disinterest. I made it look like it, but I'm also a composer. Well, would you look at that? P-Kun's a surprisingly talented fellow. I'll have to listen to what he makes before making that judgment. Well, I guess we can get right into the interviews then. Despite the girls still wearing nothing but swimsuits, none of them particularly seemed to pose to continue the discussion, as expected of idol candidates, and certainly none of the complaints of the people playing the game. I can go ahead and express that there. As you most likely are aware, our company requires all talents to follow a code of conduct. Now, I would say we're more relaxed than most other agencies because we're a shithole, but please try to conduct yourselves in a manner befitting of future idols. First off, have any of you had any past or current relations with men? Obviously not. I don't remember. Look, I'm not even remotely knowledgeable on idols, okay? Or like how the business runs, the culture, none of that shit. I've heard bits and pieces. I don't know how much of it is accurate or how much of it isn't, or the ins and outs of these details, but or even if it's like only specific to certain groups or companies. But I have heard of like idols not being allowed, or at least not supposed to have to date or anything like that, because the assumed or the fantasy of being able to get with an idol that you are a fan of would be ruined if that idol wasn't available, which is messed up, to put it lightly. Like I said, I don't know how true that is, or if it's more of an isolated thing or what, but that's just something I've heard. So like I said, it makes sense that it would become pure if it is something that exists in any way. Aki-chan's too young for that. No, you're not, you Yeah, no, I'm such a loser. Never even had a boyfriend before. I can claim no experience myself. None. The Dark Lord is the only man I serve. I can't say I ever have. Well, no surprises there. Besides, even these girls are total players who cycle one guy every week. It's not like any of them were going to confess to their producer right now. The only reason why producers ever ask this question is to set up a legally valid claim for fraud if we discover that later the girls aren't as virginal as they claimed. I'm just performing my due diligence to the company. Yeah, you keep saying that little excusing bit. Look, I'm just doing this. Look, I'm not at fault here. It's a lot of dodging here, Mr. Producer Man. After asking a few more questions and receiving various generic, non-offensive answers from the girls, the interview concluded. Well, you could say everyone passes. Was it obvious we were the only candidates? For now, I have prepared a lesson plan consisting of dance and vocal practices. Please devote yourself to these lessons. I guess we don't really have a choice. Alright, let's get to it. Now, please get prepared for the afternoon dance session. The girls eyed me. Uh-oh. I stood and vacated the premises once more before they changed. Oh, cool. Once again, the various styles of dressing someone. Shorts t-shirt, wrapped around waist, hyper conservative as ever, a little less. Sleeves rolled up because you're a hick. The girls stood around in shorts and t-shirts in the dance studio in preparation for their first lesson. Feels like things are finally starting up again. Oh, I wonder what our new dance instructor is going to be like. Ooh, I hope the instructor's not too strict. I entered the room, pushing a cart with a DVD player and television screen on top. Your new instructor is a tape. The girls gathered around as I pushed the cart to the front of the studio. Don't tell me. I put a DVD into the player and turned the screen on. A recording of a dance instructor played on the television. These DVDs will be your lessons for now. You mean we won't even have live instruction? Yeah, figures. I guess a cheap agency like this wouldn't be able to afford an instructor after all. Not in... That girl won a hell of a mouth. I mean, she's not wrong. She seemed like one of those provincial blockheads who just spoke off whatever was in her head with that lick of restraint. I mean, dude, she's right there, though. It's not like it's an insult to you. It's true. You can't afford it. Not like you're just stingy or something. I'm assuming it's that you just can't outright afford it. I wrote the back of my head, feeling awkward as hell. Please bear with the individual practices for now. The girls stared at me, their previous enthusiasm wiped from their eyes. Meanwhile, the girls thumped through practice with the barest minimum of effort. Everyone sighed and changed back into their regular clothes as practice came to an end. Everyone murmured good work to each other. Everyone's a little down, aren't they? Honestly, I'm just disappointed. I thought this agency would be better than this. Are we really gonna be able to become idols like this? Well, it's all because we messed up our chances before. Not like we're pretty little youngins anymore. That train's already sailed past. Natin. I don't have fucking... I'm not sure how to pronounce that, god damn it. For... Maria's working 2 jobs? Yeah, how is it to survive in this town just doing this? Natin's got work too. What kind of work? Construction. Somehow that sounds like it suits you, Natin. Gotta build up my muscles. What about you, Sasa-chan? Me? I just help out at my parents' business. It's an old karaoke bar. That sounds nice. I just live with my parents. Everything's easier when you're young, huh? Seriously, it's not like I want to. I don't really have any choice. What about Mika-chan and the rest? Translation: a servant of the black does not require earthly sustenance. Devotion to the path is all this one needs. In other words, you're just a NEET, huh? Oh, I guess I do some other stuff. Like? Stuff. Oh god, stop with that. Oh, look at the time. I gotta get going. Okay, let's get going. The group first went upstairs to say goodbye to me in the office, then exited the office. Morning. Right, well, I'm gonna cut the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.